Hi, Intuitive viewers. How are you? I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're having a good, I hope you have a good weekend this weekend. I just wanted to come on and read on just a few things today. I'm going to be on tomorrow with Debbie from Free Bird Spirit, and we're going to read on famous people and world leaders. So it should be interesting. And I wanted to just bring a couple things and I'll get right to the reading. One is my sister Pam has asked for prayers for a friend, London. She had a stroke. She's only about 30 years old and has a little 3-year-old daughter. So please keep her in your prayers. Love, light, and healing to her. And our friend April Beam, who has her own YouTube channel. I've been on her channel and I've talked about her channel on my channel. So she's a medium, and she has had some health issues this year or last year, and she just got diagnosed with COVID. So I talked to her through email. One of her sweet subscribers called me and said, "Can you do something?" So I got in touch with her, and she said any kind of prayers, just Reiki, love, light, and healing for April. So, and you can look at her. I'm sure she'll have updates and things on her channel. It's April Beam, Beam. Okay. The other thing I just wanted to tell you was, if you don't know, on this channel, I donate all my YouTube money to charity, and I ask for like charities from people that are, subscribers to the channel, because this is you're making this happen. So you're part of this. You're giving the money as well. So I want to give to things that we all want to give to. So this month, I don't know if I did last month. I'll let you know if I'll look back and see if what we gave to, just in case. But we're going to give to the the fires that killed all the parrots, the exotic birds. So we gave to them. We also gave to the American Lung Society. My father and one of my best friends passed away from lung cancer. So that is a very worthy cause, and I'm sure you know you probably know someone who's either knows someone or knows someone who's had some form of cancer. So we gave to that. And then the American Cancer Society, my mother-in-law, her birthday was this month, and so I thought of her. She passed away from breast cancer, and I've been getting a lot of emails and prayers for people that are being diagnosed with cancer, and with all COVID, I think we've kind of forgotten about, not that we forget, we don't ever forget, but we got distracted, for really focused on one thing. And so I thought it might be nice to give to some cancer related things. And like I said, I got a lot of prayers just recently, as you've seen on the community page, for people getting diagnosed with cancer, having tests for cancer, finding masses. It's scary. So we give to the American Lung Society, American Cancer Society, the parrot fires, the exotic birds that were, they had that awful fire that killed a lot of the birds. And then to ARF, which is a animal rescue. It's a no-kill shelter, and they rescue dogs and cats, and it's here in California. Okay, so that's what we gave to this month. And again, if you have personal favorite places to donate, let me know. Okay, so I've got a request to read on India. They're having a major outbreak of COVID. And so I'm just going to look at India real quick. They just wanted to know what is going on. Is this going to end? What's happening? So let me look at that. Okay, so there's going to be more like variants there, and I feel like the I feel like the vaccines will still cover the variants, but it feels like a lot for some reason. A lot of different kinds of variants. I also feel this feels international, like world leaders getting involved, sending like things like Doctors Without Borders, that kind of thing. I feel like even countries are going to be sending, to me, it feels like, and I just got chills. So that's right. I feel like they're also going to be sending, um, vaccines, treatments, and supplies, things like that. So I feel like there are going to be different countries, not every country, but some international programs, and then a lot of different countries trying to help. And this whole thing with the virus was, it had a lot of lessons in it, right? We've talked about lessons on the micro and the macro, that we've had a lot of lessons through COVID, personal lessons for each of us, and then big lessons for the world. So one of the lessons to come out of this is that and it's this kind of shift we've talked about, that we're all connected. We're all so closely connected. We're way more connected than we think. And you think about how quickly this pandemic became a worldwide pandemic. That's how connected we are. We're of course connected spiritually, but we are connected physically in this world. And we need to know that if one of us is sick, hungry, having is in poverty, that's all of us. We have to get around this thinking, this very this feeling of just me and mine. And I'm not talking about you personally. I'm talking about an attitude that can be prevalent in some Western countries, and some, it's all over, that feeling of just, I'm just going to protect me and my family, or me and my stuff. We're all in this, and we have to care about everybody, even though it's exhausting. We can't always do something, for everybody as individuals, but, even praying for a country, praying for, the health and well-being of people in certain countries, that matters. It really, really does. So that's what I'm seeing with India. I do feel like they'll get it under control, but I do feel like it's going to take a lot of involvement with the international community, other countries getting involved, other world leaders. But they're going to help. They're going to help them. Okay. I want to look at Navalny. On Monday night, I guess it was Sunday night and Monday night, I woke up kind of like in a panic. And there were two things that came to mind. One was the Chauvin trial, and the other was Navalny. And with the Chauvin trial, I feel like I was feeling, is something going wrong? Is something going to happen? Is something, because I really did feel like it's going to be guilty. But I saw that one juror highlighted, and I immediately started praying, saying, please make them, all of the jurors, see this with clarity, can, see it for what it is, and act with integrity. So, but I feel like I was picking up on, just being an empath, picking up on the general worry and nervousness, and, of the country. I felt that same kind of thing around the election and things like that. It just feels like, it feels like it feels like like you're in a hot pot. It just feels that you can just feel it, the worry and the nervousness. So, but the other thing was Navalny. So I want to look at him, and I got a picture. I did ask, in that moment, my guides, what is going on with him? What is happening? And they showed me a picture of him in the hospital, and there were angels around him. And a lot of times when I see angels around someone, it means they're going to be passing away. Sometimes I'll see it like with people that are really, really ill, or in a hospice or things like that. I've gotten it a couple of times with like famous people that have gotten COVID, or it just kind of tells me that could be it. With this, I felt like I didn't know that's what it was. I felt like it was more saying, because I saw them around Joe Biden as well at different points. And I felt like it was a general protection, just that they are there, and they are administering to him. So, and I've said about Navalny before in the other video that I saw this two ways. And I feel like either it's almost like for him living this life and this life with a clear destiny. It really does he does, and I think he knows that. I think he's very aware of that, but it was either this way or this way. It's either he's going to live and kind of be like Nelson Mandela. That's what they showed me, was Nelson Mandela coming out and being the president of Russia at some point. The other was his passing and it's sparking a revolution in Russia. So either way, it's the end of Putin, right? Either way, Russia's moving into a new, again, this shift we're talking about. It's not a choice, it's happening. So if some people, they don't want to go, that's fine, but this is happening. So, so that's what I keep seeing with him. But I saw this picture of angels around him. And like I said, I just got a feeling of like we're there, we're being of comfort to him, we're administering to him, and that's what's happening. So I want to look at him and kind of really step into his energy in a way that I haven't before. So I just want to kind of so I feel like there's something with his heart. There's something with his heart. I feel like it's irregular. It's slowing way down. It's a concern. And then, and clearly, the starvation, it's weakened him so much. It's weird because I feel like the heart thing was almost like that was some of the damage done with the poisoning that had happened with him. But I feel like that's like coming up. I do feel like he sensed that his food was poison, and that's why he wanted to see a doctor and make sure. I get the feeling it may have been, but I feel like the doses are so small that over time they would do damage, but it wouldn't be detectable necessarily. I feel like his family or his wife suspects that as well. So I feel like that's a concern, and I feel like that is I think that is actually what was happening. And I feel like he wants like daily checkups, like daily care, because it will frighten them into not doing that. It will be like a deterrent. So I feel like that's what he was asking for, was like, I want my doctor to come in every day, like take my vitals, that kind of thing. I feel like that's what he wanted. Okay, I want to look at Putin as well. They're so tightly wound, Navalny and Putin. Um, Navalny knows his place, and so does Putin. It's somewhere deep inside, some place in their soul, they know what's going to happen. But I feel like Putin is, it's almost like he doesn't quite, he knows what's coming. Like he can feel like the end is nigh, but he doesn't know what to do. He's acting kind of erratically in his decisions. And that's why, is because he can feel this kind of imminent, it's almost like a slow train coming towards him, and he doesn't know what to do, so I feel like his actions are getting stranger, beginning stranger and more kind of erratic, which is unusual for him. He's pretty, he's always been so calculated. So, but like I said, I feel like this is freaking him out because he's losing the support of, he doesn't really have like international support. And he's losing the support of other oligarchs. I saw that before, that they were angry with him, that he didn't protect them more, protect their fortunes, that kind of thing. They're annoyed with him. So they're not even thrilled with him right now. And then and then Navalny is a huge threat. And his popularity and his plight grows every time Putin like does something to get rid of him. His popularity grows, so it's almost like he doesn't know what to do. And now he's really in a spot where if something happens to him, it's going to spark the beginning of a revolution, and it will end up with him being gone. And I should say, entertainment purposes only. No, I don't have any knowledge of this stuff. I'm just getting what I'm getting. But that's what it feels like. It just feels like he knows, and yet he doesn't know what to do about it. It's just, so, and it may not be on a conscious level. It could be on a subconscious or even like a higher self kind of level, that I know this is what's happening, and it's freaking me out, but I don't know what to do. So that, and I even feel like he's behind the scenes. He's like having people test his food, doing odd things that he's never done before. I'm seeing tunnels. Like, let me know if you guys know if there are tunnels like under the Kremlin or under wherever he is in his palace or whatever he's in, if there's tunnels underneath, because I'm seeing people running through tunnels. This is weird. I'm seeing people running through tunnels. They're like underground, running through tunnels. And I feel like they're trying to escape. I feel like they're trying to get out. This feels like his people, that's weird. There could be at some point, there could be like a kind of Saddam Hussein kind of thing where he tries to leave, but I'm seeing tunnels under, and I feel like he's with his people, his like staff and people that support him. They're running through these tunnels underground. So let me know if if there's anything like that. I don't know if that's something that would be Googleable or not. That might be just something that maybe if you've heard of or something. I have not, so I don't know. Okay. Okay, and I want to also look at the insurrection. I know that people are like, are they ever going to be held accountable? And I was talking to my husband, you guys, because we were saying how cathartic it was for so many people, particularly people of color, to see Chauvin handcuffed and let out of the courtroom. What that moment was so huge for so many people. It was so healing to see justice like that right in front of your eyes. And I said to him, I said, can you imagine the healing and the catharsis that would happen in the country if we saw that with Trump? Can you imagine that? Just that feeling of like, just how it would be so good for the country to have that happen, to see that on both sides. I think it would actually be a really good thing. One side to know you're on notice, needs to stop. The other side to know justice was served. It really happened. So, but anyway, that's just a side note. But I want to look at the insurrection and see what's going on there. Okay, so right away, I'm seeing some kind of disagreement or split in the FBI. But I feel like when Merrick Garland kind of gets all of his people in place, it's going to be clear where they're going, what they're going to do. And I feel like there are a lot of people like flipping, like telling all they know. These feel like regular people, like they could be like the Oath Keepers or, those kind of groups or whatever, but it feels like they're spilling everything. It just feels like they're trying, everybody's kind of trying in self-protective mode. And particularly for whatever reason, they feel poorer, like they don't have any money. They feel like a poorer sect that's been arrested. And it's like, let me tell you everything. So that's that. It's going to pull in lawmakers. It is. I know nothing has happened yet, but I'm seeing that so clearly that this is going to pull, because I'm seeing these people on trial, like in a courtroom, trying to explain themselves, again, the maps. I always see those maps. A meeting. There was a meeting. I've got chills right now, you guys. There was a meeting. It feels face-to-face, like it was face-to-face. Pledge. Somebody just said a pledge. I just saw Michael Flynn. There's something. Yeah, there's something that's going to come out, you guys. There's something going on here. So I don't know everything I'm seeing about this, but it feels like it's going to come out. How soon, I don't know. I'm seeing it. And so I always think, well, that means we're heading towards it. So, and I just feel like, the Justice Department can do so much. It moves slowly. It wants to be, I feel like this especially, they need to be so thorough. They need to be so exact. They can't make any mistakes. So I feel like it's going to be slow, but it's coming. It's coming. It really, really is. And I've got full chills with that, you guys. And whenever I say that, just for those of you who don't know, when I get chills, it's my guide's way of saying, like, that's right. You've got it. You said that right. When I'm talking on my calls, that's what I get for confirmation. It's like, yes, that's right. or when the person I'm talking to says something like, I always thought that da 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 da, da, I'll get chills saying like, yep, yes, you're right. That's just a confirmation tool that my guides use with me. So that's what I can tell you. Very interesting stuff. Okay. So I was just thinking I should read on the Dante, the young man Dante that was murdered by the police. But as soon as I thought that, they said negligent homicide. So that may be what the woman is charged with, or what she's what happens to her. But they just said that. So just want you to know that. Okay. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow on, it's at 7:30 on Freebird Spirit. That's Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. I'll see you there, and have a great weekend, guys. And I'll try to pop on maybe Sunday and chat with you then. Okay. All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye.